So here we go. It is 12:37 in the morning. It is July 2nd now here. Today was July 1st, obviously. And what was I going to tell you? So today was England playing the World Cup match against Portugal. So these are the t-shirts. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if you can see that. The lighting in here is quite bad tonight. Our t-shirts we get to wear at, can you see it? Crikey. Oh, wait, wrong way. I'm trying to do this backwards. It's like mirror image. The Hog's Head in Ealing, which is a suburb of London where I live. So anyway, I had to come home and make a video, and I just saw the new videos that Ginger posted, which looks like a blast, and I'm a little jealous because that science museum or whatever looks awesome. But so today I go in at 3 and the match started at 4. When I get in, it's just been an interesting day. We found out that our chef, they fired our chef, which is never good before a football game because we serve mainly, it's a bar, but we also serve like bar food and things like that. So they fired our chef, so we didn't have a chef, and so the match got going, and it was actually really good, and I was kind of finding myself getting into it a little bit, which is a little scary, but it was going really well. And then it came down to at the very end, it came down to, because it was still tied, we're like, this team kicks 5 and this team kicks 5, and the best, I don't know how to describe it, but whoever gets the most wins, whatever. So everyone in the whole pub is basically locking arms, holding their neck. I mean, I really wish I could video this. It will blow your mind. And they have their hands around each other, and they're just like, hardcore, here we go. And it was funny because the bar, we completely stopped serving because everyone behind the bar wanted to see too. And no one was buying drinks, so the whole bar staff's on the other side of the bar, and we're watching too. It's intense, and of course England loses. And I kid you not, it got dead quiet. People started walking out. Grown men were crying because of football. So me, being the thoughtful person I am, I was laughing. And so as soon as the football game was over, we turned the music back up in the bar and go away from the commentary, and this guy walks up. He gets, I'm on this side of the bar and he's on this side of the bar. He leans over, basically getting in my face. He's like, y'all need to turn that blankety blank music off. Y'all are pissing me off. This, that. I'm getting pissed off. Turn it down now. Well, I wasn't the one that changed the music anyway, so I go up to the my supervisor that's on the floor with us. I'm like, listen, this guy's griping, complaining. He's like, no, we're not turning the music off. The game's over. So I don't go back and say anything to this guy. I start, serving more drinks. Luckily, we're serving all in plastic glasses during the game because of a police ordinance, city ordinance. We can't serve out of glassware when it's very packed. Next thing I know, I hear this crash on the floor beside me and see plastic flying everywhere. The guy had thrown his plastic glass at me. Yeah. So I just start cracking up because I'm laughing. It's plastic. So we have bouncers for the matches and all that. Well, all the guys that I know that come into the pub regularly start pointing that he's the one that did it, this guy that was livid. So I go from out behind the bar and get the bouncers. I'm not going to do anything about it. And we're following this guy out, making sure he's leaving. He's knocking over all our signs, all over, because they lost and the music was on and he was mad. So I was done. It was hysterical. So next thing is we have the pub we work at. The pubs are really weird here because above them are apartments, but the first story, they're like old homes. The first story is the pub, and upstairs are the apartments. Well, we have a fire escape on the second floor. These 3 of our guests had apparently gone out. How much time am I at? Good. Had gone out. So I go up and take a bouncer with me. I don't know why I get stuck with all the crap jobs, but they were up on the roof, and they had all their drinks up on the roof, and you can't do that. It's against fire codes and things like that. So I'm telling you got to go now. The bouncer's behind me because I ain't going to do it by myself. And these guns. So the guy's like, I'm going to be honest with you. He said, give me 1 minute. He said, I got to put up my joint. They were smoking weed on the top. I said, no. I said, you're going now. So the bouncer makes them leave, but these guys were smoking weed on the top floor. So I eventually tell my manager, I'm like, listen, this is what they were doing. He said, I want them out now. And I said, okay, that's not a problem. I said, they're on their way out now, and the bouncer's getting them out. He said, if they're not going to share, I want them out now. He said, it's not because they're out there smoking weed, it's because they're being selfish. Of course, he was kidding, but it was hysterical. So that happened. What else? I should have written this all down. I told you about the grown men were crying, which was just hysterical. But yeah, it was just the most interesting evening ever. I really wish I could have videoed this and not look like a weirdo with a laptop and a webcam in there, because it will blow your mind. You think we're competitive over, you combine like the Super Bowl and the NBA like national championship and things like that, it compares to nothing like what football is like over here. So that was interesting, but it was just the craziest day ever at work, and made me proud to be an American, not gonna lie. And one guy told me they broke a glass, so I was wiping it up, and he said, where are you from? I said, American. He's like, he said, you need to go back to America. I said, why? He said, well, because you can't speak with a proper English accent. So I looked down, I'm a smart ass, and just you can insult me, don't insult my intelligence, don't insult my family, and don't insult where I'm from. And I looked at him and said, oh, well, I guess we're even because you can't speak like an American. He said, oh, you owe us so much, you owe Britain. And they have the whole chip on the shoulder still because, like, we're America. So here again, being a smart ass, I looked at him, I said, you know what? I said, you gave us the foundation, but America built the house. I thought that was good. So, anyway, it was a great evening. He's like, you owe us so much. I'm like, actually, you owe me for the glass. But, good times. That's amazing I've not been beaten up severely. What else has been going on? I didn't break my pinky toe. I'll show it to you if I can. There's no telling how it looks after work. Oh, it looks better, actually. I didn't break it, but I seriously almost did. Okay, let me see if you can see it. Whoops. You can't see it. Oh, wait. See, it's kind of purple there. You can't really see it. Not at all, actually. But I slammed it in the door. We won't go into details on why or how that happened, but it's been swollen and it's hurting like you would not believe. So that was fun. I had that to look forward to. Stop back on. That's been about, really, today was so much fun though at work because of that. Anyway, so I need to call my sister and see how she's doing. It's going to be a mama. So if she has a girl, I think a cool name would be Ollie, O-L-L-I-E, like Ollie Elizabeth or something like that. It's weird, but I like weird names too. So I just don't want Deslin, and we've gone into why already. But anyway, fun times here in Ealing, London. Go to Paris 2 weeks. Talked about that already. So yeah, I work again tomorrow, and then I think I'm going out tomorrow night with some friends, which will be quite fun. But I knew I'd forget to tell you something. I'm sure I'm forgetting. But I did good in tips tonight because no one tips here. So like if you make £5 in tips a night, you're doing good. So I made like 15 quid tonight, 15 pounds in tips. I was excited about that. How sad is that? I worked 9 hours today and got 15 quid in tips, and I'm excited about it. But whatever. Another thing weird is no one thinks I'm American. They're like, oh, where are you from? Canada? Australia? One person who's like, oh, you have an Irish accent. She was a girl. She's like, that's very sexy. I'm like, I'm American. So I don't get it. I guess they don't know what a true Southern accent sounds like. Holla, holla. But anyway, well, I'm running out of time, so I hope all is well back home. I'm looking forward to coming home, even though I'm not looking forward to starting back to class, but I'm so close to being done. But thrilled to death. Got a lot of interesting things, looking forward to the fall, and I want to be running when the sand runs out. That's my new thing. So definitely still living in the moment. I've learned to do that quite well this summer. So otherwise, what's the point in living? So anyways, hope all is well. I can't wait to see everybody when I get back. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I spoke with my mom the other day, which was good because we had a weird coincidence. I won't go into details about that, but anyway, I will talk to you all soon. Love everybody back home, and I miss you. Happy birthday, Caitlin, and I will talk to y'all really soon. Alright.